What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Donjia M, and we are back with another Ask 15 Questions 2. And ladies and gentlemen, I have finally got a personal trainer, fitness connoisseur to grace the presence of my YouTube channel. Ted, thank you so much for coming on here and being a part of Ask 15 Questions 2, a personal trainer slash fitness expert. How are you doing?
I'm doing just great. Thank you for asking. And thank you once again for inviting me to come up here. It's definitely a pleasure to come up here and just chat. You know, it's something that I'm very interested and passionate about. And to be on your platform, it's just incredible. I'm just grateful.
Yes, thank you so much. So we're going to dive into these questions because fitness, as we know, especially around this time, everybody's trying to get summer ready and all of these things. So I am so grateful that you are here to give us some insight, dispel some myths maybe, and really just help us on this journey of just being our healthier, better selves. Okay, so question number one, tell us about your journey with fitness.
Well, my journey with fitness has been an up and down roller coaster ride that I enjoy so much. You know, it taught me so much about life and about myself. At one time, currently I'm 220 pounds. I was one time 280 pounds. I lived a life where I was very unhappy, unsuccessful, I wasn't in a good place. I wasn't the positive person who I am now. I was very negative. And luckily for me, I actually got laid off from my job, which is a blessing because I found the gym. I was always an athlete, so I was playing basketball, and I actually was so out of shape that I actually hated playing basketball. I couldn't do anything for it, and I couldn't breathe. It was just painful to play. Luckily for me, I had a friend who just joined the gym and didn't actually know what he was doing, so he asked me to be a partner, and me and him became partners. I was the kind of the person who actually kind of knew what I was doing at the time. I was kind of, from playing sports, but he was more the accountability person. He was more the person like, hey, you coming to the gym today? Come on, I need you here. And we've been training for about, together for about 7 months after that. And I've actually lost from 280. I went all the way down to about 215 at the time, 220, something around there. I seen that transformation and it basically changed my life for the better. I mean, like I did some great things in my life and everything based upon me losing weight and everything and feeling better about myself.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
That was about 2007. 2007. Yes, I was 27 years old. Yeah, 2007.
Wow, that is, and I'm so I think accountability partners are always good. Always necessary. Always, because they're the one that when you decide to like lay in bed, that's like, hey, I thought we were going walking today. Hey, I thought we were going to the gym. So yes, I am all for that. So shout out to your accountability partner back in 2007.
My accountability partner. Because I was the type of person, I was the type of person that was to come to the gym. I know a lot of people could relate to it. I was the type of person who would come to the gym and give it my all and not show up again for another 2 weeks. That was me. I was just that person. Exactly. A lot of us are like that. So for me to have somebody that just every day, hey, you come to the gym? Come on, I need you here. I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, all right, I'm coming on my way. And then that helped me create a habit over a long time at the point where I didn't need him to tell me to come to the gym because I was already just coming. It got easy to me. So, get to the gym or have that accountability partner help you out until you're able to create a habit and you can do it on your own.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Oh my gosh. I am so for that. Okay. Question number 2. Why do you consider yourself a fitness professional? Why do you consider yourself a fitness professional?
Well, I'm a fitness professional because I provide a service for a lot of people looking to live a healthier lifestyle. A lot of people are living lives with a lot of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease and things of that nature. And they just want to get out of that. And I believe that I go above and beyond. I keep myself educated to know what's going on in order to best serve somebody. So my service, my service, provide I'm professional because I provide that service to people that want to enhance their lives and live a better lifestyle.
Yes. And one thing I love, and his social media handle is somewhere up here. I need you also go follow him, because what I love is him and I are not connected yet as him being my personal trainer. But on his social media, he provides so much knowledge. I think I saved like a lot of your posts, like just information about foods and things that you give. I love that you use the platform that you have to, I don't want to say it's not just about money, because obviously you're a professional, so you need to get paid for what you do, but that you also provide information to people who you may not even be servicing, right? You give us information on social media and I'm like, oh, I need to keep this. This makes sense. Oh, he's showing me like the foods and the portions of foods that I need to be eating. Let me save this. And I just love that about your Instagram. So thank you for taking your platform and giving information that we would probably otherwise have to pay for. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. My thing is that I believe that people don't necessarily change in this lifestyle or, because they just not educated. They're not educated on as far as what to do or what's the right thing to do. So if you provide people with education and everything, at least they feel a little bit better about what they're doing and try to achieve their goals.
Yes, I love that. Question number 3. Is this something that you always wanted to do? And I think you kind of answered that when you was telling us about your journey, but is this, like, being a personal trainer, is this something that you always wanted to do?
Not at all. I never even knew I was going to be a personal trainer. Tell you the truth, I was always, it wasn't even a thought to me. It's what happens. I was just in a good space at the right time. Throughout my weight loss journey, I lost so much weight that I was empowered. It kind of empowered me to go back to school, at the age of 27. When I went back to school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Just like a lot of people, we don't know what we want to do. All we know is we want the best lifestyle, we want the best job, that we can live a good lifestyle, etc. So I went back to school, but I went under a electronics engineer through PSC&G, a program that they had. I was 27 years old. I was jumping in and out of jobs. So I was kind of ready for the world now. So I know, like, okay, this is my last shot right here before 30 in order to make something happen with my life. Mm-hmm. But what happened is when I went to the program, I could not understand what was going on. I was literally in class looking around, and everybody else around, the professor would ask a question, everybody's raising their hand, and I'm like, yo, what page are we on? Like, what is going on? And I'm trying my best, but I could not get it. And it really discouraged me to the point where I felt like dropping out. I told my father, like, hey, listen, this is not for me. But what he did was, he's like, hold on, son, before we do that, let's sit down here and do this little experiment. All right. So he took a piece of paper, folded it in half. On one side was things that I can do that I did good. On the other side was things that I love to do naturally. When we started jotting down things, information, everything just pointed at, my father looked at me and was like, hey, son, have you ever thought about being a personal trainer? He's like, one thing about you, you're patient, you're good with people, you enjoy working out now, you're active. You ever thought about being a personal trainer? And I was like, nah, I haven't. But at that point, I could see myself in my head, like, being a personal trainer. I was like, yeah, that ain't bad. You know what? So then I went back to school and everything, and I changed my major to physical education. And I'm telling you, like, my grades improved and everything. I went from being like, because I was in school right after high school, and I took some time off. But before, I was like F, because I didn't really care about school at that point. But I went back, and my transcript reads like F, C, C. And then when I changed, it was like straight A's all the way until I went to my next college and got straight A's in that college too. And I knew for a fact that this was where I needed to be, because it just kept my interest. It just made me happy and everything. So.
Wow. And that's great, because you actually answered question 4 already. So I'll just combine both questions, talking about your schooling. So the question was, do you have any schooling, or is this just life experience with training? So you did let us know about the schooling and the life experience. So it's a combination of both, I'm assuming.
Combination of, yes. But to go detailed, yeah, I was playing sports in my youth. I was playing sports in high school, basketball and football and things of that nature. That's why I developed my, first started doing fitness. Nothing extreme, just a little here and there, regular squats, bench press. That was about it. But as I came back and I met my friend and everything, we really started to, just do a little bit more. And from there, I went to school. I went to Essex County College, and I got my degree and associate's degree in physical education. And then I went to Montclair State University and got my bachelor's degree in exercise science. So education right there.
Wow. 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 That, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, not only is it life experience, he has schooling to back it up. So we love that. So question number 5, who is your target audience and why? So who would you say is your target audience and why?
It's funny because that's a funny question because throughout my whole career that I've been doing this, the majority of my clientele has always been females, right? It's always been like, I say like 98% of my clientele is females. But now my target audience is males, ages from about 30 to 60 years old. And I'm talking about busy men. I'm talking about entrepreneurs mostly entrepreneurs. Why? Because I'm a man, I'm 40 years old, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm very, very busy. So my goal is to just show entrepreneur men how, living this busy lifestyle, how you can fit in a fitness lifestyle, how can you work out for the time in order to stay in shape, how to eat the right foods and how to hold yourself accountable and things of that nature. So that's a service right now that I'm providing for men because I feel that they need it. In today's society and everything, men really hold that predominant roles and everything in order to make changes happen, even though females are doing their thing. But I believe they step our game up, and if I can help them, elevate their lives and things of that nature, as far as like in the family presence and society and the community, period, and everything, that's just a blessing for us all.
I know. Listen, I applaud that. I applaud because you took something personal and realized that, hey, if I'm dealing with this, it may be other men out there that's dealing with the same thing, and that's true. Like when you go to a gym, you always, because we want our bodies to be ready for the summer, and that's like the main thing. You hear that? Oh, summer's coming. So especially around this time in the gym, you see predominantly women. You see a sprinkle of here and there men doing that. And I think that is great that you changed the target audience that you typically would have to provide a service for men and to let them know that it is capable for them to be able to include fitness and health and care about what they're eating. I think that is super dope. Now, does that mean that you no longer train women?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Okay.
Even though my target is who they are and everything, I'm capable of training anyone, so I train whoever comes my direction. But as far as the market is concerned, as far as what I do and everything, I'm yes. talking to men,
Yes.
Men have a issue, men really live from their past and things like that. Like they probably worked out in high school. So they're probably like, I got this and everything, not knowing that they need a level of accountability. Things you used to do. Now you're not in high school no more. You're like 45 years old. Help in order to get you back in tune with some things. So, that's where my services come in at.
Yes. Tell them no war stories, fellas.
Exactly.
No more war stories. We don't need to know about the time on the field and on the court in high school.
Like Al Bundy.
Exactly like Al Bundy. No, this is a new time, new space, and retrain yourself. Be okay to transform and evolve yourself. It is okay.
Absolutely. I mean, the men who I have now, they have changed their lives and everything. Not only have changed their lives, I mean, they're making more money because you just feel good about yourself. You add more value to yourself. they're holding it down for their families. They're able to play with their kids. That's something huge, because that's something I remember when I was a child. Me and my dad going to the park and him racing me and him beating me all the time. Like, I thought my dad was a superhero, and I swear I thought he was like a superhero. So that right there really brings me back to those times and everything. I'm just blessed that I didn't have a father who was not able to be active with me. So.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Wow. So fellas, he's released the challenge to you. I am actually going to share your information with my husband.
Good.
Okay. So he can know. Put him up to the challenge. We're here for it. I may peek in every now and again.
Absolutely.
I'm working my way. I'm working my way there. Okay. Question number 6.
Okay.
Do you view this as a career or a hobby, and why?
Wow. Good question. I view it. I have to say both. I have to say both. As a hobby, because I'm just so interested in it. It's just so fascinating to me. I'm a type of person. First, I'm a Gemini. And I get bored very, very easy. That's why jobs that I had in the past never worked for me, because I was always very, very smart in order as far as like catching on to things. But a regular job never held my attention. So therefore I get bored and then sometimes sabotage myself to get fired or just quit. It's just like that. But once I found this exercise, there's no ceiling to it. There's always something to learn. There's always something new coming out. There's always something, it's never the same. So for me, it's like every day is like I wake up and it's a new mission, something else I could learn, something I could get into. So therefore it really, really holds my attention. And it's just so interesting. The body is a fascinating tool that it just blows my mind every time that something happens. Like, the things just happen and you just like, wow, the body can do that. Like, it's amazing. How we can just cure ourselves sometimes through diseases, and our body just fights off things, and we're able to like just act upon notice and everything. Say for instance, if your baby is trapped upon under a car, you're gonna lift that car up. Your body could do some amazing things that you don't even know. And if you don't treat it right, it's going to do some things that it's going to tell. So as far as a hobby wise, yeah, because I can read up on it and things of that nature, but it is also a career, because this is also how I make my income and how I live my lifestyle. So I got to make sure that I'm a professional at all times and everything, and do what I have to do so I can stay living the lifestyle that I choose to live.
Yes, I asked this question to a lot of professionals, because I realize that sometimes we do things because it is just a job and we don't necessarily enjoy it, right? But the one thing I can say is, like, most of the people I've interviewed in the professional and career fields always say that it's both, that they enjoy and they love what they do, but it's also a means of income. And I think that is the best type of career you can have, is when you're doing something that you love. And it's like, it don't even seem like work.
That's it. It don't seem like work, because I could get up and just do it effortlessly. Things that I do, some people are just amazed, like, oh man, you willing to do that? Like, yeah, this is easy to me. Like, this is fun. What I do is fun to me. So it's not like ever a problem to do certain things, go above and beyond and things of that nature.
Wow. That is great. That is great. Okay. Question number 7. How does your family feel about you working in this field?
Oh man, I believe that they feel pretty good about it. Just some highlights and everything. My mother, who overweight, and she was suffering from arthritis and many, many things and everything. She lost 30 pounds, and now she's like, one thing, and she's happy about it. I mean, she does my fitness classes, and she's consistently there. She's like really transforming. She's always there. One thing I did notice, like before in the past, I used to tell her to like, walk up the stairs and everything. And there's always, oh man, I walk up these stairs and you know what, let's not even do. But now I see her sometimes, she didn't even notice it, but I'm paying attention. And she's like, oh man, I forgot something upstairs. And she'll run upstairs like it's nothing, just fly right up, run, not even walk, run right upstairs and things of that nature. So it's always a blessing to see that. I have my father who has been training with me. He was in a depressed state and everything like that. He retired and he wasn't doing too much. He was just sitting at home watching movies all the time. And, he was developing a little bit of an attitude that I noticed because he wasn't taking care of himself. And then when
Mm.
he started, finally came to me and then started training and everything like that, I'm telling you, this guy has been like fixing the house. He's been like building stuff. He's been very, very productive and things of that nature. My older sister trains with me. She's one of my top clients. My younger sister trains with me in my classes. Her husband has been training me for over a year now. He had high blood pressure, and now he used to be on lots of medication. Now he doesn't take any medication at all. His business is thriving. He's an entrepreneur as well. So, when I came to have a target market, he was a pictured person who I pictured in mind. Me
Mm.
helping that guy, me having a conversation with him. So that's basically why I'm targeting men is because of my brother-in-law.
Wow. That is shout out to the fam. Hi, family. If you're watching this, that is great. Like, and I think to be able to lend the service to your parents,
Oh man, it's a
like
beautiful,
that, I should be asking you, how do you feel to be able to help your family?
beautiful feeling. It's the best feeling ever. It just gets better and better. As I go along my journey, everything it just surprises me every time. Without fail. I'm able to
Wow.
really people. It includes everybody around me is benefiting from this because first and foremost, I take care of myself first and foremost, and as I take care of myself, which I'm trying to train people to do, take care of yourself first, and then you will like your aura radiates, so it touches everything around you. Everything that you touch, it turns into platinum, it turns into gold, and everything like that. You know.
Yes. Well, I am a firm believer that anything that we do, like ministry or whatever,
Mhm.
family has to be the first partaker. I feel like we need to provide our do that for our families first, because that also speaks volumes to us as professionals, right? Like if you're a trainer and your family doesn't look like the example of fitness, right? A client may be like, okay, well, right? Not that they may not come to you, but
Yeah.
the fact that's a whole nother marketing aspect in itself. Like the fact that your family has also benefited, because our family sometimes can be very difficult.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm blessed to have a very supportive and positive
Yes,
family because I know for a fact it's not like that all the time. We have a lot.
yes,
Some people's family is just in turmoil and everything, and they can't go to their family for things. And I'm
yes,
blessed to have a family that was able to always tell me like, "Hey, we believe in you. We want you to do this. You can do it." X, Y, Z. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm just totally grateful for to have family like
yes. That is amazing. That is so amazing. So, okay, question number 8.
that.
What is a common misconception about fitness?
A common misconception, there's so many, but one of them I hear all the time is that I'm gonna start working out 7 every day, and I'm not gonna eat any carbs, and I'm not gonna eat anything but salad and things of that nature. I'm gonna starve myself basically in order to lose weight, and that's the worst thing you could possibly do for your body.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
in order to lose weight, there's 3 things in order to make a good transformation. In order to make a transformation, you need 3 things, right? You need nutrition, of course. If you're trying to, it depends on what you're trying to do. But most of us are trying to lose weight or lose fat. I say lose fat. I don't like to use weight. So trying to lose fat, reduce our fat. So you have to reduce the calories that you take in, and you got to bump up the activity a little bit. Just bump up the activity. It doesn't have to be like exercise is not like exercise is only like 10% of the game. I believe that nutrition and sleep are the most important thing. You know,
mm.
yeah, very, very much, especially nutrition. Um, and so exercise, nutrition, and the last thing is accountability. Who's checking in on you? Who are you doing what you said you were supposed to do? Even as business professionals, we have accountability coaches. We have somebody who's checking in on us, just make sure that we're doing what we said we're supposed to do, because it can get overwhelming. It can we sometimes we get, or sometimes we don't have the energy, and we just need somebody to just tell us like, hey, let's get it going. You got it. Hey, you do it. Come on, let's go. You're like, all right, thanks. My head's back in the game now. So those 2 things right there. So I see a lot of people that also try to work out all the time and everything. It doesn't work like that. You have to allow your chance for your body to recuperate and rest. Let
Mm.
those muscles have time to grow. Because once the muscles grow, the muscles burn fat.
So if you keep on going and going, it's just like me growing on a road trip after road trip after road trip after road trip, and I'm not like giving my car a tune-up or oil change. I'm just going, But after a while, what's going to happen is your car going to start to break down. It's the same way with your body. Your body's going to break down, and then you're not going to be able to do anything. Instead of, putting the right gasoline in your tank, and letting that fuel your car and everything. And then when you're ready to rest it, give it some rest so it can just go for a long time. All right. So it's about the mentality of it and everything. And I understand it because society has taught us a certain type of way, and this is just what we believe. So my services provide that thought to you, where I'm trying to tell you the easy way in order to live this lifestyle, that's not time consuming. You can fit it into your lifestyle. And after a while, you create a habit. And then from here on out to the day you expire, this is the life you live.
Wow. Yeah, I think you set like two large misconceptions, right? This idea of like working out every single day, 24/7, if some people can. I know some people go to the gym like 2-3 times a day.
Exactly. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Yeah. And people just starving themselves, starving themselves and like do all these detoxes and things of that nature. You can't sustain that. I like to live a lifestyle where I'm eating 80% of the times I'm eating very healthy. And we already know what very healthy is. We know, we know that, a nice salad, some things of that nature. And today I had 2 slices of pepperoni pizza, real nice and greasy and cheesy and everything. Why? Because I eat 80% of the times I'm eating very healthy. And then 20% of the times I'm eating whatever I want. I'm eating basically what I really enjoy. Sometimes what you enjoy is not the healthiest food. It's just the fact that we just do too much of that, and we just need to find a balance. So today, I just enjoyed it. I had no guilt, no guilt on me. I just enjoyed it. And tomorrow I'm back at it again, eating my healthy food. So you got to have that balance right there. Once you're able to have that balance and everything, you'll be able to live the lifestyle a little bit longer. Because what happens is, I don't mean to be long-winded, but what happens is people go on these strict diets and everything. And as soon as they mess up, it's over. It's hard for you to jump back on that again, all of us. And then you start feeling depressed about yourself because you start talking to yourself like, oh man, I can't even do this. This life ain't for me. I can't lose weight. I might as well just be the way I am. It is what it is. I'm gonna get surgery. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Nah, it's just you being too hard on yourself. And it just takes a process. It's a process. And it's also a patience game, So once I make people understand that, then they start to live a little better. 2-3 years down the line, you change, you transform, and you can live your whole life like that and look great doing it,
Yes. Yeah. And that's it. It takes time. And we are like, I can say we, because I am super hard on myself. Like I will work out and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it today, but I'll push myself. Right. Instead of listening to my body of like, all right, maybe I just need rest. It's like, oh no, I still need to work out. And then I end up injuring myself.
Exactly.
And I'm speaking from life experience right now in this moment. My back is killing me. I had to go to a chiropractor because I overdid it.
Yeah.
I overdid it.
Also in that essence too, and everything like that, you do need those type of services as well. If you're trying to go into lifestyle, like today, I also went to a stretch coach, and next week I'll go get a massage. And then the week after that, I'm going to go see my therapist just to give me alignment and everything like that, because it's like going to, like I said before, it's like getting a tune up for your car, your oil change. You just want to take care of some things. It's a part of the lifestyle. You want to invest in that thing. So the objective is to keep your body just going, keep your body going efficiently and things of that nature. And so recovery is a big part in the game. When I think about that, I think about LeBron James. LeBron James has been in the basketball league for about 16, 17 years now, and he's still playing, he's probably the best player in the NBA still in year 17. Why? Because he focuses on the recovery part. He takes care of his body. A lot of us don't do that. We don't even stretch. So we just leave the gym. We just get there, work out, and just walk off.
I'm guilty.
I'm guilty too.
I'm guilty.
I'm not gonna lie, But
oh my gosh.
those services.
We do. Okay. you kind of touched on like several. I'm gonna still go through the questions, but you was dropping gems. No, it always happens, and I love it. I love it. Okay, this question I'm really, really interested. One of our one of my followers on Instagram asked this question: is it true that it's harder for women to lose weight?
What was that? Harder for what?
Is it true that it's harder for women to lose weight?
As opposed to a man, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's only because of certain things, because of women are childbearers. So they need to have a level of fat in order to do what they have to do, and they give birth to a child. But in the same breath, they still have to follow the same rules as far as what a man has to do in order to lose weight. You still have to eat right. If you're trying to lose fat and everything, you have to reduce your caloric intake. You still have to work out. You still have to rest. The same rules apply. And plus, men have more muscle tones and everything. And like I said before, muscle is the best fat burner you have. The more muscle you can build, the more fat you burn. All right. So that's why it's always good to have some sort of weight training behind you. Weight training develops your muscles in order for you to attack and burn that fat efficiently. So it is true that a man could could lose weight faster than a woman could, but they still have to do the same thing in order to both get right.
Wow. See, there it is. I always feel like that. I feel like it could take me 2 weeks to lose like 5 pounds. Mm-hmm. And in that time, my husband lost 15.
It is, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it is, all you got to do is, but the thing is, once you keep on going, once you're consistent and everything like that, you'll lose and then you'll keep losing. Once you get to a certain level, it's just like now your body then turn to a fat burner machine. Now, whatever you do now, you're just on that rise, you're just losing and stuff like that. Once you get, it's a process that you have to go through, that everyone has to go through, male and female, they have to go through in order for them to get to that level where now your body's working for you and not against you. Right now, when we're out of shape, our body's working against us because we're not fueling it the right way at the right time and things of that nature with the right amount of food or right amount of fuel, I say. But when you get there and you can master that, and it takes probably about, I would say, a couple months, in order to get that established. And then all of a sudden, week by week, you'll just see yourself start burning more and more fat until you get to the point where you're like, wow, I'm out here looking real good. Like I'm feeling myself,
Yes. Okay. All right. You gave us so many tips already, but if you had to reiterate anything, question number 10 is give us 5 fitness tips.
Okay. Just 5. Okay. I'll give you the basic 5. Okay. The basic 5, which most everybody knows, but if I say it in, I'm going to say it in my version. Okay. So rule number 1 is drink water. All right. Water is definitely the key to losing weight. It's one of your best fat burning things that you could possibly do for your body. It cleanses your body. It rinses your body, things of that nature. It makes your body clear, clean. A lot of good things happen with water. And the amount of water to drink, half of your body weight in ounces. So if you're 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water. All right. So your body weight divided in half, that's how much you should be drinking in ounces of water. Okay. Now, at first, it's going to be very hard to drink, especially if you're not a water drinker. 100 ounces what's that about? I think it's about 14, 15, 16 glasses or something like that of water. You hear that, you might be like, man, listen, I don't know about all that, but you just have to train your body to start doing things like that little by little, because I guarantee you what you try to do is better than what you were doing before. So over a period of time, that's how I try to tell people, like, you just can't just jump into this thing. You have to work your way up the ladder and do what you can handle up front. And then over a period of time, before you know it, you'll be doing it, little by little. I take very little steps. I'm not that trainer who you can't come to me and say, hey, I want to get in shape for the summer, or I got a wedding to go to and everything like that. I'm more of a lifestyle type of dude,
Okay.
I'm just for lifestyle, because if we try to rush it and everything like that, then we talk about crazy diets. Then we're talking about XYZ. And if you go to a crazy diet, you're going to put that weight all back on and then some. You haven't really learned about yourself and how you operate, so that's where I'm at with that. Okay. Number 2, I say exercise daily. Now, I just finished talking about exercise as far as like doing too much, But when I say exercise daily, I mean about 3 times a week, you're doing strength training for about a half an hour or so. I only train for a half an hour. That's all I believe that I need, all right, in order to get in shape. I'm in very good shape, and I only train a half an hour. And the other days in between, I would do some cardio. Right? I like to do more high intensity cardio as far as like, I don't really jump on a treadmill and run for a long time, but I would do I'll do that sometimes, and I'll ride a bike for a long time, but I'll really get like, I'll do some jumping jacks and I'll do some squats real fast and everything like that. Very short. My cardio workout is probably about 10, 15 minutes long, if that, it's very quick. Get a little huffing and puffing. All right, I'm there. Keep moving, get that. That's how I roll, because I'm busy. I don't have time like that. I have to get in and get out. And then the other days now, I'm either taking a rest or I'm doing something recreational. I'm going for a walk. I might go to the city and walk around or something like that. I might go to the park and walk around and everything. I might, go to the mall and walk around and shop all day. Women like to, walk around and go shopping and things like that. So I'm
you done messed up.
Exactly,
you telling
right?
the lady the mall is exercise?
That's it. Everybody go mall 7 days a week. Probably some fellas is mad at me. Ever since you came to my lady's life, my credit cards and being expired and everything, I'm paying all these bills.
You told us. Now I gotta go to the mall.
Exactly. Ted said go to the mall. That's good exercise. But yeah, things like that. Just staying active. Just being active, not necessarily working out, because to many people that's not working out, but it is. If I'm walking around and I'm, got my Fitbit on and I'm getting all these steps in and everything, that's working out. What else we got? Number 3, of course, eat healthier. That's without a doubt. Eat healthier meals and everything. Make sure, I like to do the 80%, 20% split that I explained earlier, where 80% of the times I'm eating the right amount of foods, the right type of foods, the right healthiest choices I possibly can. And for that 20% of the times, which is usually towards the weekend, I'm going out with the family and everything like that. I'm going out on a date, whatever the case may be. And I don't have to be super strict. I can enjoy the meal that I have in front of me, whatever it is. I can enjoy it in front of me, and then without guilt-free, I'm back on my healthy tip the next day, And I keep on having that right there in order so I don't feel deprived from eating, foods and everything like that. All right. Sleep is another thing. Sleep 7 to 8 hours a day, because sleep is what controls everything. Because without sleep, you cannot function properly. You're not going to make the best decisions in your life and things of that nature. All right. If I'm very tired, I don't care what I'm gonna eat, man. I'm tired, man. Give me the extra bacon, extra cheese, all that. Yeah, give me. I don't care. You're not making the best decisions you possibly can. So not even talking about exercise wise, I'm talking about a business as well. How are you going to serve somebody where you're too tired to listen to what they're talking to you, what they're explaining to you, how they want you to help them, but I'm too tired to listen to you. I'm exhausted. I ain't getting no sleep. So that's why sleep is important right there, because it just allows you to make the better decision. It allows you to be alert. It allows you to serve better. We're talking about entrepreneurship and people that we're talking about serving people. How are we going to serve our people? We're too tired to understand them. We're too tired to listen, so that's very important. And my last thing is stay around the positive vibes. Very important that you stay around people that inspire you, people that motivate you, people that got something going on in their lives, because if you stay around toxic people and everything, they're going to drag you down right with them, and that could be, and tell you the truth, I don't mean to break up happy homes and everything, but sometimes it be the spouses and everything. Sometimes you want to go out and work out and your husband or your wife is in bed, like, nah, just stay in bed. You good. You don't got to do that and be like, nah, I'm trying to be good out here. I'm trying to live right. So sometimes, you want to get around those people, those friends that you have and everything, or friends that you find, or communities that you go to. They got plenty of online communities that you can find people that are doing the same exact thing that you're trying to do. You got all these fitness influencers and everything that live this lifestyle. You can attach yourself to them, put your notifications on when they come up, because when they see you, they just talk to you a certain way. We have all these people around us and everything, all these resources. And one person might grab you. They might not be able to grab me the same way, but for some reason, they touch your heart. You know, they got the same story you have. They feeling you. They feel like it feels like they're talking right to you. You know, you attach yourself on with that person just so you can keep on going, keep going, keep going. You know, that stuff right there is very important to keep yourself motivated and inspired, you know, keep yourself on track. And those are my right there.
Oh, that was great. That was great. Okay. I added I'm gonna give myself away. I added this question in here because I needed to know.
Okay.
Question number 11. What are the most difficult areas to lose fat?
Okay. For females, I would say the stomach area, the triceps, the back of the arms, and the thighs. All right, for a female, you know, the legs and everything. For men, talking about the side right here, the belly,
like love handles,
the love handles, and we're talking about the upper chest. You know, chest. You know, guys start developing the man boobs and things of that nature. That's kind of very hard to get rid of as well. You know, why? Because the only reason, because of course the stomach, where everybody has a problem with, that's your center of gravity right there. So that's usually the first place where you're going to see everything happen. Okay, but there is no. That's also the first thing to come is going to be the last thing to leave. That's why they say in our profession, they don't say you can't, there's no such thing as spot reduction. You know, people come up to me like, I'm good with everything else. I just want to lose this part. It don't look like that. You got to lose everything. Everything has to be a balance and everything. You know?
Chad is telling us off in this video, y'all.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. You know, that's my job, to tell you guys the truth. So the thing is, right, there's no such thing as spot reduction. So like I said before, the first thing that comes is the last thing to leave. So once you get everything else right, you'll start seeing your stomach start slimming down and everything's going to come together. But that's the way you should want it anyway. You know, it's you should want to have a well-proportioned, well-balanced looking body. You know, you don't want to have this one spot looking cool and everything else is like, you know.
Kat said, don't come to me and say I want to lose my stomach. It's not, I'm not.
Yeah, well, you can say that. You know, my thing is, I'm not really too fond about people that come to me and say, hey, Ted, I want to lose X amount of weight. I'm not with that. And it's weird, but I'm not with that. I'm more about, my question to you is like, how good you want to look? Because sometimes weight don't have nothing to do with that, you know?
And I learned that. I learned that maybe a year ago.
Exactly. I've seen people lose tons of weight and look terrible. I've seen people lose a little bit of weight and look great, because it's all about your body circumference. You know, are you losing those inches? Are you like hourglass figure? If you're a man, are you V-shaped and everything? You could lose 10 pounds and look great. You know, you could lose 50 pounds and look awful. You know, you look like you're sick. You know, you don't even look like you fit. You know, I've done it plenty of times. I've had pictures where I'm actually 215 pounds and everything in one picture, and I look like skinny and I look sick, and you know, my arms are skinny and everything, like, you know, and then there's 215 and I'm like looking like great, you know. So I know it's not about necessarily the weight. And plus the weight does something to our brain where it throws us off. We're so fixated on that number that we got to get to that number. We got to get to that number. And if we feel that we didn't get to that number, we're not doing much, you know. And that the scale doesn't tell the whole truth. You know, the scale doesn't factor in for the fact that, you know, you got hormones going through your body, how much water you intake, what type of food you eat and everything like that, how hard you worked out. You know, you might have killed yourself working out for one whole week and then jump on the scale and that thing jumps up 3 pounds. You're going to be like, oh, it's over. I'm not trying anymore. This ain't for me. You know,
I'm telling you.
That's why I say stay away from the scale. You don't need no scale. You know, it's good to keep data once in a blue moon, but I literally know people that be eating their dinner standing on the scale, and if that scale jump up 1 pound, they done with their dinner. I'm like, come on now, you're going overboard. Like, you're reaching now. You know, that's not the life to live. We don't want a lifestyle like that. You know, it's too much. You know, you want to be happy with this lifestyle right there. It's too extreme, you know?
Yeah.
So that's later for the scale. How good you want to look? You know, you want to look damn good. You want to look okay. What you want to look like? Because we could get it there, you know?
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Ted is coming for everybody's life in this video right now. Okay. Question number 12. What are only 5, Ted? Listen to me. Only 5. Okay. What are 5 foods to stay away from?
Okay. All right. So 5 foods to stay away from.
And I bet you 4 of them are going to be things I eat. I bet you. Gonna
Well,
keep count.
of course, if it depends if you're trying to lose weight and everything like that. I would say pizza. Yeah, stay away from the pizza. Oh, number 1, alcohol. Sorry.
I don't drink.
Alcohol is number 1. Alcohol will do the most damage to your body, period. You know, they would do, I know people like to have social time but if you're trying to lose weight, try to limit that. Do your best to limit that. You know, if you don't have to necessarily drink alcohol, don't do it, because you're just going to have a very hard time trying to get to your fitness goals by drinking alcohol. Another thing would be pizza. Even though I love pizza, that's my favorite food.
I love pizza.
I know the combination of it is just the cheese and the oil and the other things and the carbs and everything like that. That's the bad combination right there. But you can enjoy it. The thing is that you can enjoy all this food in moderation, you know?
Right.
What else we say? Creams, salad dressing is one. I done seen people say, hey, I'm eating good. I'm eating salads and things of that nature. Yeah, but when they show me a picture, they got a whole, what's all that dressing on top of it? That thing is like, so that's like, you done wasted a whole bottle of dressing on your salad. You done made it unhealthy again. So, you know, the salad dressing is one. Soda, you know, stay away from soda because that's just very harmful for the body. One thing that I try to get, because I know a lot of soda drinkers. So one thing that I try to tell them to do, because for me, you can't just tell somebody, especially if they've been having a habit, if this is a habit of, or something they've been doing, you know, you're 40 years old now and everything, you've been doing this for your whole, since you was a baby, you know, you've been drinking soda. So it's very hard to like come off that. So I tell people like limit it, you know, if you're going to drink maybe 1 can and then drink some water after that, or drink half a can water, half a can water, you know, try to balance it, trying to wean yourself off. It's just like a cigarette smoker. You can't just tell them to stop cold turkey, because they start to get the little itch and everything like that. They start to feel sick. So what you do is, instead of having 2 packs, you went down to 1 pack. Instead of 1 pack, you went down to half pack. Half pack, you went down to a couple stoves, and all of a sudden you don't need it anymore. Wean yourself off of it gradually and things of that nature. You know, so that's my tip. And then one more would have to be the junk food, as far as like chips and sweets and cakes and things of that nature, because they just, as good as they taste, they crave more sugar. You know, sugar craves more sugar. And sugar is the worst drug on the planet. It's stronger than cocaine, it's stronger than crack, it's stronger than any type of drug on the planet. And that's why it's a very epidemic of people that are overweight, because of the sugar. You know, the manufacturers do not care about how you look. They just care about your money. They don't care about your health and none of that stuff. You know, they actually benefit from you being unhealthy. So of course they're going to flood the market with things that are sugary, because you can't help it. As much as you try to help it, it's not your fault if you can't help it, because it's a very addictive drug, you know, to have control of it. Even myself, I went through that. I went to therapy for that, because I had sugar addiction, where I go to Quick Check or 7-Eleven and I buy $20 worth of junk food. $20 worth of junk food is a lot of junk food. You know, a honey bun costs like $2 and anything. I had $20 worth of that. You know, so I needed 1 shot. And I just, you know, drive myself crazy and everything. That sugar rush and everything, I just couldn't get enough. So therefore, you know, I try to tell people, and even if you're going to have that, try to have it in moderation, even though it's going to be very hard, because once you touch that sugar, it's like, it's the bus driver for all your cells and everything. You don't even have control no more. It's just driving you right now. So those 5 things right there is what I would stay away from.
And as I said to you all, about 4 or 3 of those things. I love chips. Oh, I love chips. Chips are great.
I'm telling you, me too. I'm telling you. And then people will find healthier substitutes, but even a healthy substitute's not even healthy, because I done went from Doritos to banana chips, and banana chips ain't even healthy. I'm like, damn, I'm getting big because I'm eating banana chips now. Like,
oh man, that is hilarious. And I love pizza. I'm going to tell myself I am eating pizza tonight for dinner. I'm having it.
Mine already. I'm good. So I had mine, and now I'm ready to move on from there. I can't wait till another time I eat it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to my next time.
But see, that's what I love. I can appreciate you as a trainer because you are honest.
Yes.
You are honest about you liking sweets and yes, like you're honest. And like you said, you
Delicious.
realize that you have to create a lifestyle
Got to.
that is conducive for people and that's livable, right?
Absolutely.
You taking everything I like away from me, I'm gonna throw a tantrum, and then now I'm gonna just do it without you knowing, right?
Absolutely.
Like, so I appreciate that.
And what I also do too is I also try to mimic unhealthy foods with healthy foods. So therefore, I like to have my pizza from the pizzeria. I love that. Like that's like awesome. But also, I would be at home and I'll find a recipe on Pinterest. Pinterest is my go-to wherever I find recipes because it's just so easy and it's delicious. Mm-hmm. But I go to Pinterest and I'll look up a healthy version of pizza and I'll try it. And I'll try it and see if it works for me. And if it doesn't work, I'll try it again to add my fine, because sometimes you try the first time, it's not necessarily, but now I'm gonna tweak it a little bit to what I do like. And then all of a sudden it's a masterpiece. I'm like, yo, this is the best. And I don't feel guilty now because I done made this pizza that tastes great and it's healthy for me. And I can basically eat it all the time,
Right.
And once a week I can eat the bad pizza. And then all the other time I eat the good pizza, So that's my philosophy on that.
Yes. Okay. Woo. I love this. I'm loving this interview. Question number 13. Mm-hmm. What would you say is the hardest thing about your work?
My hardest thing about my work is being people consistent, having people be consistent, consistent because the world is designed to hold you back. We have it's things, family could be one thing, you have children and everything, you got to take care of them. You have to take care of your job, can be interfere whether you're trying to be the best version, you be the best person you could possibly be. A lot of things are holding us back. And sometimes, and also as me as a coach, I can see things in the future that people can't. Everybody wants some instant gratification. They want to work out one day and then look at themselves in the mirror and see some results. It doesn't happen like that. Results take a period of time and it takes consistency, a level of discipline and consistency. All right. So therefore, it's kind of hard to keep telling people like, hey, listen, you're going to look like this in a few weeks and everything if you follow these steps and everything. And it's not the easiest way in the world because you haven't created a habit. You're not used to doing things. You're used to doing things the way you've done it. So now that you try to fight against it right here, it's kind of like it's very uncomfortable feeling. And sometimes it's so uncomfortable people that they just forget about the lifestyle and just go back to their old ways. It's just easier to live the way you were living. Even if it's painful to live the way you're living, it's just more comfortable. You don't want to be there, but it's the easiest way for me, So therefore, for me to keep people consistent and keep their head in the game is the biggest challenge that I have to face because I always have to be on my A game in order to coach somebody out of this situation,
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. And I don't think we think about ourselves like that, but that we go back to what is normal and what we would consider normal and what we would consider easy, even if it's very detrimental for us.
Absolutely.
That is scary.
That's why people don't lose it. That's why a lot of people don't leave their jobs and everything. They can't stand their jobs. They've been there for 20 years and everything, haven't moved up in the company yet, never moving up in the company. You're just getting a paycheck that's okay. You're living a decent life and everything like that, or you're not living, living a decent life. And that's okay with people. Why? Because as soon as you start to come out of that comfort zone, it gets a little hectic, See, it's take a lot of risks and everything. What if I lose my job? I'm not gonna be able to pay for anything. And so therefore, you're like, what? I'm gonna just stay right here. I'm good. It is what it is. But to me, that's not life. I can't live like that.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, Ted is dropping gems, y'all. Y'all better be listening. Listen there. Okay, question number 14. We are almost done. How does someone book you for your services?
Oh, that's easy. Someone will book me. You can always follow me on Instagram. Like I said, my name is I always said the biomechanic _. I can't remember my Instagram name.
It's gonna be up here. It's gonna be out here on here.
I know it says biomechanic 2.0. I forgot what do you call them things? What do you call them? The underscore. I forgot where the underscores go.
It'll be up here.
All right, cool. And my email is ted@biomechanic at LCF. LCF stands for Life Changing Fitness. It's lcf.fitness. So it's Ted at lcf.fitness. And they email me there and then, ask for questions and I'll get back to you. Or those two ways would be the best way to reach me.
Okay. And all of that will also be in the description. So I'll have the link to his Instagram in the description. So you can just click and go follow him. And then I'll also have the email, which will pop up in the video, but it'll also be in the description. So you can reach out to him as well. Okay. Question number 15, our last question. What would you, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just said number 15.
Oh, what would you say to someone who wants to get into fitness training? Like who wants to become a fitness trainer?
Oh, who wants to become a fitness trainer?
Yes.
Okay. So somebody who wants to become a fitness trainer, what I would say to them is make sure this is something that's in your heart. You have a responsibility to serve and to help people. It's not about money and everything. If you do your job, the money's going to come. That's first and foremost and everything like that. So you don't have to worry about that part. All you got to do is just make sure that you really care about these people living the best lives they possibly can. I mean, there's no better feeling than that in the world. That's something that you can't get back right there. You changing somebody's life and somebody coming back to you and telling you like, yo, you changed my life. You helped me build this business and everything that you helped me quit my job, that you gave me the confidence to quit my job and everything. You gave me the confidence to get out of this relationship and get into a better relationship. You gave me the confidence to, wear this bikini I never was able to wear before because I was always, a big person and everything like that. I never felt comfortable, but now I'm doing that. Like that's right there is like the best feeling ever. And my next thing would be to that person is make sure you get a mentor. Make sure you find somebody who has done your job and can teach you from excellent, not even teach you, but you can, attach yourself along and everything and do whatever this person says, just so you can obtain that knowledge of how to get from point A to point B. Because that's something that I didn't have. And I had to find out things the hard way. I probably wasted a lot of time doing things the hard way when I could have just found a mentor or somebody who was already doing my job and doing the same thing that I love to do and just attach myself to him. I was able to find a few people and everything, which I'm grateful for. But if I would start from the beginning, if I had to do it over again, that's the first route I would go. I would find somebody who knows the business and knows how to help people transform and then attach myself along with them and learn the ropes and everything so I can, help serve a little bit better, a little bit more efficiently. That's like they say, you gotta be a copycat. There's nothing wrong being a copycat. You just gotta make sure that you copy the right cat.
Yes. No need to reinvent the wheel if it's already been created. Absolutely. I love that. Yes. Okay. That was question number 15. Nice. And I'm going to give a little caveat. If you want to become a fitness trainer, I would say reach out to Ted. He's very informative. Let him be the cat that you copy. Let him be the cat that you copy. Okay. Ted, we are going to do the splash round, bonus round of this or that. Okay. I am going to give you two options. You cannot think about it. It's going to be some random things, some things about fitness, some other random stuff, but you have to pick one option. No thinking about it. The first thing, answer that comes to your mind. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
We're going to start off easy. First one, iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Good question. Good answer. Here we go. Netflix or Hulu?
Not Hulu.
Okay.
Hulu. I like Hulu. I'm feeling Hulu.
I'm feeling Hulu. Okay. Legs or arm?
As far as what?
Like leg day or arm day?
Arm day. Whew. Legs be hurting. Legs is hurting. Leg be hurting.
Okay. Deadlift or bench press?
Ooh, I would say deadlift.
Really?
Yeah. I like deadlift.
You probably be yelling and everything. See, I can't.
You got to do what you can handle though. You can't go overboard now. It's too heavy. But deadlift is overall the whole body gets worked.
Okay. All right. Dress up or dress down?
Dress Up.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta turn
She,
up sometimes. Even though I don't dress up at all, but
yeah, no, it's dress up. That's the one
yeah.
you selected. Don't change it.
Nah, I'm not changing it.
Okay. Cheat day or clean week?
Clean week.
Over a cheat day?
Yeah.
He's really about this life, y'all. Okay.
Yeah. I just feel better like that.
Treadmill or Stairmaster?
Stairmaster.
Interesting. I definitely thought you were going to pick treadmill. Okay. Protein shake or chicken salad?
Chicken salad.
You thought way too long on that.
Yeah, I'm going
Okay. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Chocolate cake or vanilla cake?
Chocolate. Ooh.
Really? Okay.
Chocolate. I love chocolate.
Okay. 15 questions or 15 minutes?
15 questions.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer. Hey, that was a trick question. I always ask that question. Everyone always picks the right one. Of course it would be 15 questions. Why would it be 15?
So.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Ted. Oh my gosh. This episode has been amazing. I hope you all had your notebooks, and if not, rewind it back, go back and take notes of these gems that he was dropping. Also in the description, I will have every way that you can connect with Ted to render his services, right? Reach out to him, book a session. Hopefully my husband and I will be booking you very soon to get us on this journey, on this lifestyle. But as I say all the time, everyone, make sure you are living in purpose, on purpose. Bye.
Are you tired of being tired? I mean, you have that extra 20 to 50 pounds of fat just sitting on you, and it's just wearing you down. You hate the way you look, and you don't have any energy, and you know for a fact it's time for a change. Well, in order for you to change, you need 3 components to address. You need a great nutrition plan that's going to help you burn fat. You need a great workout plan that makes sense and helps you build muscle. And you also need accountability from a well-experienced coach. Well, I'm that coach. My name is Ted Channon from Life Changing Fitness, where I believe a better you is a better life. Right now, I have this 90-day transformation program that's online, and it's helping tons of people get in the best shape of their lives. If you're serious and you're looking for a change, contact me so I can show you how it's done.